your shit. Period.
It's the period for me. It's the period for me every time. Welcome to another episode of the Mom Circle Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Missy.
I'm your girl, Amanda.
And we want to thank you guys for joining us again. So let's get into it. Let's talk our shit.
Yeah,
Let's make it do what it do.
You know what we like to do here
at
the Mom Circle.
You're right.
So it's time to get right into it. Let's hear it. We getting ready for what?
Situations.
Dun. Okay, so this situation is, who is this from? Let me look really quick.
Well, people like to remain anonymous, and that's okay. Remember, you don't have to say who you are. You can remain anonymous.
So this is an anonymous writer, and they write, "Hey, the Mom Circle. My partner usually has a schedule with the kids, but there is a situation where she's not home." So this is a man writing in.
Yeah.
"Hey, sir. Hi, how you doing?"
Yes, thank you.
If there's a situation where she's not home and I'm watching them, I kind of let them be free. I still implement most rules, but I tend to go with the flow and let them enjoy the freeness. Makes sense. This tends to cause problems in my relationship because of the way I choose to do things, but I just feel like, what's life? What's life if you're always on somebody's schedule?
Okay, period.
What is life if you are always on somebody's schedule? Are you really living? Is the question.
He said he's trying to live
Right.
life.
Are you really living? But I also know that my partner and I are a team, and we have to meet in the middle somewhere. Any advice on how to help me in my situation?
That is good.
That's a great one.
Because I think that it is important to have a schedule, but I also think it's important to just be free a little bit and enjoy life.
I feel like all dads do this.
Yes.
First of all, I feel like
I can attest.
I feel like all dads do this. I feel
they're
like
you know what rules?
They let us be the stricter ones to, say what goes on in the house. And when we leave, they're just like, all right, go live your best life.
Oh, you want to wear the same pajamas for
you
2 days in a row?
candy for breakfast?
Okay. Yeah, okay.
You don't have to take a bath tonight.
No, it's all right. You want a sucker?
Bruh.
Okay. You want a popsicle? It's all right. You didn't eat breakfast yet.
I feel like that's normal and I mean, I guess common, not normal, but common. Because all dads don't do it, but it's definitely common. I hear it a lot, I should say.
Yes.
But, I think he's completely right when he writes that they have to meet somewhere in the middle.
Yes.
Because
agreed.
You have to remember we are both two individuals, right? We're both two different people, right? You parent how you parent. I parent how I parent. We are coming together as a team to parent together.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that everything has to be one certain way.
Yeah,
I still like to do this with my kids. You may not like to do that, but I do. And you know what I mean? As long as it's not the main goal, right, is to make sure your kids are safe.
Yes.
You're teaching them right from wrong.
Yes.
You're doing everything. You're what am I trying to say?
Implementing.
Yes, exactly. What they need to know as they grow. So I feel like as long as you're doing that,
and you're not breaking any rules.
Yeah, you're not breaking any rules or items in the house.
Right.
Okay, so don't be breaking stuff. Then I feel like, I don't want to say there's nothing wrong with it, but I mean, I guess me personally, I just feel like I already expect that from fathers. You know what I mean? They want to be the cool,
fun
the
parent,
friend, the homie. You know what I mean? So I kind of expect that. It's just, don't take it too far. Don't be disrespectful with it. If I say something, just don't step on my toes.
Back.
Yeah, don't step on my toes. If I say no, don't go back and be like,
sneaking it to him and shit.
Exactly. And that's just how I feel. So.
And I think so. I also see where the mom is coming from, because I think as mothers we are used to having, not expectations, but we are used to having things the way that we have them. On the weekends, you get up, have breakfast, maybe maybe it's cleanup day. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? So you need to take a bath every night, even though you're in the house. Or, people have their own ways how they do things. And so, like, for example, this past weekend, I went to Atlanta, and Malik had the boys at the house. And I'm not going to put you out there like that, babe, but I am. So.
Psych, I am, though.
So the kids, I call them every day, and Friday, they got home from school, they were playing with their dad, blah, blah, blah. Saturday, I called, and Cameron is still in the same sweater
that he was
when he went to school. I was like, oh, y'all still looking like Friday. Okay. But I'm kind of passive aggressive, so I don't say, "Can you get them in the bathtub?" I just say, "Oh, look at y'all still looking like yesterday." So he'll think to himself, "Okay, let me go and put these kids in the bath before she be tripping."
Yeah, exactly.
But then Sunday comes and they still got on the same shirt. Damn. And I'm like, okay, y'all dirty at this point. Put my kids in the tub. Yeah. So I just think that we are just used to having things the way we have them because in order. So the household can run smoothly.
Right.
But I think that it's also good for us to just loosen up a bit. Yeah. They're having fun. They're safe.
Right, exactly.
And they're healthy. Right. So, we don't have to be a stickler about every single thing.
Every little thing.
So I will say, anonymous guy, to just you guys sit down and have a conversation. Right? To meet in the middle so that you can let her know how you feel about it so she can hear you out and understand why you do the things you do. Mm-hmm. And maybe she'll have a different outlook on it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely
feel like a conversation needs to be had simply because I feel like you need to know where the lines are. You know what I mean? Yes. What can I not? What really irritates you? What do I have to do? Like, what is mandatory? Yeah.
Agreed.
So that I can make sure I do the mandatory stuff. Mm-hmm. Everything else is free game. You know what I mean? Because there's stuff like with me, it's like it's mandatory that you feed my son breakfast.
Well, yeah, please. Yeah, mandatory. Give him some food, please.
It don't matter what it is. It don't have to be breakfast food. Just give him something to eat in the morning when he wakes up. Okay. Right. When I'm potty training, it's mandatory that you wake him up, put him on the potty.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's there's certain things that are mandatory. Yeah. Like as far as to keep everything on track.
Yes.
Because I'm trying. The thing is, because I'm trying to train him right now, I'm trying to get him into the program, and especially with potty training or something like that. It's like, we have to do this, and it has to be consistent, and it has to be every single day. And so you have to do that too when I'm not around. But everything else, like,
because you don't want to get back, and it's like you
starting
took 2
over.
Steps back. Exactly.
Yeah, it's like starting over. So yeah, definitely, I definitely feel like a conversation should be had, and you guys talk about the do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
The necessary.
You
and
must.
Not so necessary.
Yeah.
So
good. Yeah. That was some good advice.
Yeah. Hopefully that helps.
All right. Yes.
Helped
hopefully
your boy
helps.
out.
Right. And some other dads out there too.
And I just want to say thank you to writing into the mom circle because you're not even a mother. But you came.
Right.
You came.
And I appreciate we appreciate that.
Yes, we do.
We really do.
Okay. Hello to all the fathers.
Yeah. Shout out to y'all. Okay. So let's get into today's topic.
What's today's topic?
Oh, shit, I'm pregnant.
Damn.
Okay, so when I say, oh, shit, I'm pregnant, it can mean it in many different ways. Like, oh, shit, I'm pregnant. Or, oh, shit, I'm pregnant. Or, oh, shit, I'm pregnant. It can just, it can mean many different, you could be excited about it. You could be sad about it. You could be surprised about it. So it's not just a negative thing, but it is like, if you weren't planning for it, it is, oh, shit, I'm pregnant.
And even if you were planning for it,
it's still
say you planned for it for years and years and it hasn't happened, and finally it's here, and you're like, oh shit,
exactly,
I'm pregnant, bro. Like pregnant, bro. Like it's happening.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so how did you find out you were pregnant?
Oh, my baby. You know what? It's so crazy because I found out super early. I know my body, right? And I feel like all women do. I know my body. I'm real petite. I usually am fit.
Right.
And for some strange reason, I was working out twice a day, y'all. I was doing 2 a days, right? 2 days. I was on a pescatarian diet because I was trying to get the 6-pack, right?
Come on.
So I was going in, but for some reason, my stomach just was not. I was like, not understanding.
It wasn't giving what it was supposed to have.
I didn't understand. So I was with my boyfriend, and I was like, okay, my period's a little late, but it wasn't too late. It wasn't like way off, but I was just like, I don't understand why my stomach is not doing what it usually do. So we need to figure it out. And so my boyfriend was like, well, you might be pregnant. I was like, nah, first of all, we've been having sex for a long ass time without a condom. I honestly thought that I couldn't get pregnant. So I was like, nah, bro, we not pregnant. Like, definitely not. He was like, just take a test. So I'm like, all right. So he goes and gets the test. And my little brother was at the house with us. And I pee on a stick. And I wait for a few minutes. And I get the results. And it says I'm pregnant. I had a panic attack.
Ooh.
I started crying. Oh. I started hyperventilating. I was so upset. See, my oh shit was like pissed off.
Right.
Pissed off and sad. I was not happy at all. I couldn't believe it. Me and my boyfriend weren't, at our best time. I wasn't where I wanted to be financially. I've always had a good job, but I always wanted to have a home before I got pregnant because I wanted to raise my kids in a house.
Okay.
That was just my goal. And like I said, me and him were on the same page, whatever. So I was mad. I was like not having it. He was in the living room playing the game. I told him I was pregnant. He was so excited.
Jumping for joy.
While I'm in there crying my eyeballs out.
Oh, sir, I am having a meltdown.
And he's over there super excited. And he was just like, I can't even, I can't console you because I'm too excited, bro. Like, he was like, you gonna take away from my joy. I'm happy. Like, you should be happy. I was like, see, and this is why we don't need to have kids. Like, what? Like, what's going on? So I told my brother, and he was just like, he's way younger than me. My brother is 21. I'm 30.
Shout out to him, though.
Yeah. And so I told my brother, and he was just like, dang. He was like, well, I mean, you could afford the kid. I'm like, yeah, I can afford to take care of him. You know, money's not an issue. He was like, the hardest part is just going to be telling mom and dad.
Right.
Then I started crying even more. Like, oh, shit. I didn't even think about that. Jesus, just take me now, Lord. My parents are, listen, go to church every Sunday. My dad is a minister. My mom is the lead singer in the choir. Like,
church folks now. Yes. Real deal church folks.
I didn't even think about that part. When I thought about that part, I started panicking all over again.
On the arms tingling?
Yes. So I really had to think about what I wanted to do, right? Because there's options out here. Yes,
exactly.
So I had to think about what I wanted to do. Like, do I want to raise, am I ready to have a kid?
Right.
Then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, I'm 29. Well, I was 28. I'm 28. That's a good age. Yeah. You know what I mean? I've been a CEO for 5 years. I got a good income. Job. I got a good career. I got my own space, my own car. I'm not in debt, you know.
Them is goals.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Me and his dad may not work, which we didn't, but I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to regret anything, you know, or have a thought in my head like, if, you know, say if I was to go get an abortion or do adoption or something like that, like.
What could have been. Yeah. You don't want to think about what could have been all the time.
You know, and I just felt like, you know what, I'm in a space where I can take care of a kid. I have no excuse to do anything other than raise my child. So I decided to go on and have big head Dominic.
Cute ass Dominic.
We here today. But yeah, it was definitely a oh shit moment for me. Like I said, it was a real life panic attack. Like I was literally like
yeah. Like, and what's crazy is people think that it's always going to be some exciting thing when you find out the news. Yeah. Girl.
No, it definitely
What if I wasn't planning for this?
Oh God, no. I was not planning for this.
Oh my God.
And I always tell people that, like, I was not planning. They be like, yes, you was. You didn't take the proper steps to not get pregnant. I'm like, the fuck you. You don't look.
They said, you must be trying to get pregnant doing that pull-out method.
I hate when people say that, bruh. Yeah. I was not planning this. Right. I wasn't planning it.
I was just trying to have a little sex.
That's all. Have a good time with my homeboy. I was just trying to have a good time.
A little intercourse.
Yeah.
Well, I had a oh shit, I'm pregnant moment twice. Because as you know, I have two children.
You do.
And I didn't plan neither one of them. I knew I wanted to have kids, but not so soon. I was 22.
Oh, you were young.
Straight out of college. It was like the same year that I graduated, I think.
Wow.
Nope. Yes. I got pregnant that fall.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I graduated in May, got pregnant in November.
No downtime.
No time to be free and wild and young.
No time.
I was so disappointed in myself. How could you let this happen? How could you let this happen? Because that year was the year that I was deciding to, like, okay, let me go out. I want to model. You know, I finally got the confidence. I got the time. Yeah. You know, let's just go out and do it. So did my headshots. You know, I did a little runway fashion show. You know, I was like really. I had this cute little slim physique. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Was bomb, girl.
We was living in Houston. Baby, Houston is the city to be. And so when I found out I was pregnant, well, yeah, we weren't using protection because it was my boyfriend and we were together for a while. And I knew that's who I wanted to be with. So, and he knew I was who he wanted to be with. So I didn't have birth control because let me just tell you, I went through a series of birth controls and they just weren't working for me. Like the depot shot, the pill, the patch, all that stuff. I didn't do the shot in the arm because I was too scared.
Yeah.
The only thing that I hadn't done yet was just the IUD. So I was like, you know what? None of that stuff is working for me. It's just not meant to be. So I wasn't on birth control. So when I got pregnant, and I actually know when I got pregnant both times.
Really?
Yes. So the first time, Malik was in Wisconsin, I think, for a whole month for this program he was doing. Mm-hmm. And so when he finally came back, we missed each other. So we got busy. And I got pregnant.
So we got busy.
I think that's how it happened, at least. Or was it before he left? It was one of those, but I was pregnant nonetheless. And so when I found out and took the test and I told him, we were literally walking around the house quiet as hell for 3 days. Like, saying regular stuff to each other, but not really talking about the elephant in the room, right? Because we didn't know what to say. I didn't know how he felt. Shit, I didn't know how I felt. So it was just like, well, we're just not going to talk about it for right now until he finally said something to me or I finally said something to him. And we realized that the other person was okay with it. We were, kind of low-key excited or happy about it. We weren't, like, sad. And it was cool after that. We just needed to talk to each other. Communication. But the second time, let me tell you about this man. And I'm going to put you on blast because you crazy. So the second time I found out I was pregnant, I knew because I was using the app where you track your periods and when you ovulate and stuff like that. And on the day that we had got busy, I checked my app like, I wonder if I'm ovulating today. Girl, when I checked that app, it said highest date of ovulation. I was like, oh, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. There's no other way. I'm pregnant. And so a couple of weeks later, I took a pee test and I was for sure pregnant. And this man, I came out the bathroom. I was like, so the test was positive. And he gonna tell me congratulations. Congratulations. You the daddy. Congratulations to your ass. I was so appalled. Congratulations. Congratulations to you. That man, but he just don't know what to say. It was just, and I understand it's awkward. Like it's unexpected.
Bruh, congratulations though.
Congratulations, bro.
Leak, you out of line. You out of line, Leak. Congratulations.
Sorry for putting you on blast, but I just feel like that is a story that people share because people think that, on commercials and stuff you see on TV, shows, movies and stuff, you see them showing the man the pregnancy test and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And that's not always like that. Like, you don't always have those emotions, those feelings.
Yeah.
You're a little thrown off sometimes, like, oh shit, you pregnant?
Yeah.
And so, 2 kids later, here we are, and honestly, now I feel like I always have pregnancy scares.
Really?
Yes. I just feel like I might be a little bit of a, what's it called? The people who always feel like something wrong with them.
I don't know.
Starts with the H. Hypochondriac. Yes. I feel like I am because, like, I'll be brushing my teeth and gag a little bit, like, oh. And I'm like, oh, shit, I'm pregnant.
We did just have a little scare with you.
We did.
We had to listen.
I was doing that. My stomach was bloated. I missed my period. And so I'm like, oh, shit, I'm pregnant. There's no other way. I'm pregnant. I have birth control now, the IUD, but, I mean, that's not 100% effective.
Yeah.
And I hear so many stories about how people still get pregnant on birth control. And I thought I was the 1%.
Right.
But, no, girl, we good. And the baby's over here. We having hot girl summer.
Yes. Hot girl summer.
We having a hot girl summer because ain't no babies over here. So
not no time. You ain't getting none out of me.
No. Okay, and so when you found out, how did you feel? Well, you said how you felt mentally and emotionally. But, like, I feel like when you find out you're pregnant, that's when all the symptoms start kicking in. It's like a psychological thing.
You know what? God really, remember you asked me, it was like, what's your birth story? God really was looking out for me, bruh.
Yes.
God was really looking out for me because when I tell you, a lot of the times I forgot I was pregnant.
Oh, not I
I didn't have no symptoms.
It was that smooth.
Oh yeah,
that is
literally.
Bless you.
I would feel nothing. The only time I felt anything was when he started kicking.
Wow.
Up until that point, it was like I was just a fat lady, just a lady out here with a big stomach. But I did crave lasagna.
Oh,
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I want it. Lasagna.
Really?
Yes.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Lasagna at all times. That's all I want. Mm-hmm.
Homemade,
but any type of lasagna.
Any type, homemade.
The type of lasagna. If I eat lasagna to this day, like, so I could have ate anybody's lasagna, but now I'd be like, this is some nasty ass lasagna. But it was my favorite when I was pregnant. But God damn, this is some nasty ass lasagna.
Oh,
yeah. But I didn't have no.
That's symptoms. A blessing. Yeah, girl. These babies took me up through there.
Really?
Oh yes. Especially the second go around. That's why I thought I was having a girl, because the second go around, it was way worse than the first time.
Really?
And so I thought I was having a girl, but baby, no. Cameron said, "Hey, girl, it's a penis in here."
Hey, mommy, it's a boy.
Right? No, my symptoms were this. Honestly, the first trimester, it was just morning sickness. First trimester up until the 12th week, literally. Like a couple days after the 12th week, it was like 12 o'clock. I was working or something, and it was 12 o'clock, and I hadn't eaten yet. And I was like, "Oh, I didn't throw up yet." Oh, so it was lit. And then just being tired all the time, and gagging, want to brush my teeth, and craving different stuff. I love pizza regularly, but when I was pregnant, it was times 10.
Really?
Yes, every day. I would go to Costco. After work, give me a slice of pizza and then go home and cook dinner. Slice of pizza and a drink, go home and cook dinner every day.
You went and got the greasiest pizza you could find.
Yeah, and I don't think Malik knew that either. Damn, the cat's out the back. But yeah, every day. And then with the second one, those symptoms were way worse because I was sleeping everywhere I went. Like, I will get a nap in. Really? No matter where I'm at, I will get a nap in. I just felt miserable. It was a harder pregnancy for sure, the second go around. Not as, like, hard as, because sometimes you hear stories like, dang, you went through all that. Mm-hmm. But it was just like, I felt like the symptoms were heightened the second time around. Smells, smells make me sick.
Wow.
So much shedding. My stretch marks came faster the second go around.
Really?
Yes. The first time it didn't come till like 6-7 months. And I'm like, how fucking dare you?
I was trying my best. Oiled up. It looked like I jumped into a tub.
You look like a honey bun.
Yes. Oil. Yes. And I made it, girl. The 9th month, I was checking everywhere. Every day I would check, like, everywhere.
Right, making sure.
I hit 9 months in, like, a week or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was oiled up, and I went and I looked. Stretch marks. I started crying.
That's straight up disrespectful.
That is so
you didn't have
wrong.
To wait until I'm about to have this baby.
In a couple weeks, I'm about to have this baby. And you gonna pop up.
Wow.
Yeah, it was real disrespectful. But you know what? It is what it is.
Yes, it is.
It just happens. Because I could have been getting them. You know what I could have got? I could have got the stretch marks on my tummy.
Yeah. And you could have had the tattoo right there. And the stretch marks could have went through your tattoo.
Yeah.
Yep, like me. Or on the side. So I have the side tattoo.
I got stretch marks on my side.
Girl, let me tell you. So I have a side tattoo, right? And it's like a peace symbol, a heart, and a stick figure. Two stick figure people holding hands, like to symbolize friendship. And there is a stretch mark running straight up the body part of the stick figure. So the man looked like an overweight stick figure. Oh, so embarrassing. So embarrassing. It didn't have to do that. It could have went somewhere else. And I already had stretch marks on my butt. I don't know why, because my booty little.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it just like got times 10. That is a good wish. Why do I have stretch marks on my butt? If it's little, it never grew.
I don't know.
No, we're going to circle back to that.
Yeah,
we're going to circle back to that.
You have to do some research on it. I don't know.
Right. Okay, so I know that we tend to talk a lot about women finding out they're pregnant. But as for men, like you said, he was excited.
Girl, jumping for joy.
Malik expressed that he was cool. He was like, okay, we're about to have a kid. But I don't think we ever dive deep into their emotions because they are never so expressive with their emotions. So
also, sorry, I just feel like we be so into our emotions. Like, we the ones.
Yeah, because we got the baby.
Yeah, we the one that got to carry this thing for 9 months.
Right. And then some for them babies who stubborn and want to stay in there.
To be honest, I really didn't care how he felt. To be honest.
Like, oh, shit, I'm pregnant.
Yeah, I really didn't. And it probably because of the situation we were in at the time. So I was just like, this ain't even about you. Because really, this is my body. So I'm pregnant, right?
Yeah.
When I tell you that, okay, we're pregnant, like we're gonna do this thing, that's when you become pregnant.
Ah, okay, now we're pregnant.
Yeah. Okay, I made the decision. We're pregnant.
But their lives change also.
It does.
You know?
It does.
I know we feel
completely.
in the moment we like, okay, it's all about me because I'm the one that's pregnant, but their lives do change, you know?
I was really
They don't
selfish.
carry the baby, but, you know, their schedule is going to change. You know, they have somebody else they have to take care of, provide for, look out for, and so their lives change too. So I will challenge you ladies out there to, you know, discuss it with your mate, your partner, male and female. Discuss it with your partner. You know, if there's a new baby that's about to be brought into the situation, definitely understand both sides and see how both of you guys feel about it because both of your lives are changing. I know that we as mothers, we just be so wrapped up in ourselves sometimes, and sometimes it's deserved because we are fucking superheroes. But we have to take some time to just be like, okay, let me give you the floor.
Yeah. Go ahead and express how you're feeling right now.
And that would be my gem of the day.
Your gem of the day?
Yeah, that would be my gem of the day. To just hear each other out because this is a major change that's about to happen in your life. So, and you don't have to be right there on the spot. After you've gathered yourself for some, it might take a couple hours, might take a couple days, but might take a couple weeks. But after you have yourself together, you know, hear their side of things, how they feel about it, you know, what they're thinking, and all of that good stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what my gem of the day would be.
Oh, shit, I'm pregnant.
Oh, shit, I'm pregnant.
Let me help you out. So what I will say, you said something earlier, and I think it was really good because you were like, oh, shit, I'm pregnant. But you had to make a decision.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what am I going to do? I know there's options. I need to figure out, you know, let me look back at my situation and figure out, am I able to care for this child?
Yeah.
And then proceed.
Yeah, I do. I think it's important that we know what we're getting ourselves into. This is not a game.
Yeah.
You know
not at all, baby.
This is not a game. This is not something that you should take lightly. When you're pregnant, you're bringing a whole human being into the world, and you want to make sure that you are mentally, emotionally, you know, as stable as possible to do your best when it comes to raising children. And so I think I just had to take a moment to figure out if I was at that space.
Yes.
And so I guess my gem of the day would be just to, you know, evaluate your life, yourself, where you are at the moment, and make whatever decision is best for you and your partner or whatever it may be for your lives. Because, like I said, this is not something that should be taken lightly. This ain't a game. You don't want to, you know what I mean? We want to be our best for our kids.
Yes.
You don't want to, I don't know. It's real, just do what's best for you. And once you decide to have children, we have to put them first.
Yes.
They should be our number one priority. So you want to make sure that you are in a position where you could do that because you want your kids to grow up to be great citizens of America.
I guess of America. All right.
Yeah.
So that was a good gem. So, okay, so we want to thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes.
That's another episode.
That is.
We want to thank you guys for tuning in to our podcast, The Mom Circle. We hope you guys gained something from it. Whether it was a laugh, a cry, a piece of advice that you could use. And we will see you guys next time.
That's right.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this podcast. You can find it on YouTube, The Mom Circle, or you can listen to it on the Google Podcast app, Apple apps.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.